Hey guys, this is Carolina Varsity's Pep Man's Best to Last, and I'm Dale Ross.
And I'm Matt Morrow, the Pep Man. And as we always do, from the bottom to the top, here we go. Crazy week. Got some changes.
Yeah, lots of changes.
Number 22, no change there, unfortunately. Garinger lost to Porter Ridge. It was 10-0 at halftime. Thought they might have had a shot, but
Yeah,
ended up losing. I think it was 33-0 was the final. Number 21, Harding, no change there. They lost 40-14 to RGK. Number 20 is Hopewell. They dropped one spot with their loss to North Met.
mm-hmm.
Number 19 is West Charlotte. They dropped one spot in their loss to Vance. And moving up two spots, number 18, Porter Ridge, with their win over Garinger. So congratulations to the Pirates. They move up for the
Yeah.
first time in a few weeks. Does that match what you got?
Pretty much, yeah, sure does. Porter Ridge gets a win. They get to move up. Everybody else just kind of, I guess, was like they were, right? So,
Yeah, for the most part.
yeah,
Everyone below Porter Ridge had well, not Harding, but the other three teams had a shutout loss. So Harding
yeah.
did put up 14 points, so that's a good sign.
That's better, exactly.
Moving on, number 17 is Olympic. They fall two spots. Their loss to Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
16 is Barry. Uh, they lost to Providence, which dropped them down two spots for me. Barry's having a tough time here in conference play. Hopefully they get that turned around.
Right.
Number 15, West Meck. Their upset win over South Meck. Defense played really well.
Mm-hmm.
Number 14, East Mecklenburg. Coming off the upset of Butler, they lost 28-7 to Rocky River, and they dropped two spots to number 14. And conversely, number 13, Rocky River, moves up three spots for me with their win over East Meck.
Right. Yeah, and I forgot to move Rocky River up, but I agree
Mm-hmm.
with that exactly. The only thing I had different was I still have Barry over East Mecklenburg, but I think they're real close with each other. So
Yeah. I'll tell you, for me, this best to last now is about the whole body of work.
right,
It's hard to try to keep those head to heads in line when you're looking at the way teams are playing out because we have so many variables here from week to week. I tell you, it's crazy. So let's go on. Number
yep,
12, Providence moves up a spot for me with their win over Barry, undefeated
yep,
in conference play, very impressive. Number 11, Myers Park fell three spots for me with their loss to Butler in a
mm-hmm.
big game in the Southwestern Conference. Number 10 is Audrey Kell. They move up one spot for me with their win over Harding.
Mm-hmm.
And number 9, Independence moves up a spot, and they defeated the bye.
Yeah. The only thing is I didn't drop Myers Park as heavy as you did.
Right.
So otherwise, I think we're real close to each other. If I drop Myers Park down like you did.
Mm-hmm.
I had Myers Park. I had Myers Park up at 7th, by the way. I don't know.
This is very tough.
Yeah.
Top 8 spots here for me. Number 8 is North Mecklenburg. They move up a spot with their win over
Mm-hmm.
Hopewell. They go to 6-1 on the season. Number 7, South Meck, suffered their first loss of the season. They dropped two spots with their
Mm-hmm.
loss to West Meck. Number 6 is still Butler, no change with their win over Myers Park.
Right.
Top 5.
We're by the way, if I take out my Myers Park thing, we're spot on. Yeah, with each other.
Here's where it gets tricky.
This is
This took me about half an hour to
yeah.
figure out. Number 5, Vance. They won over West Charlotte, but they dropped one spot.
Right.
Why? Because Mallard Creek's number 4, and that's very close. They play this week to sell that.
Yeah.
Dropped 3 spots with their loss to Huff. Number 3 is Huff.
Right.
As a result, they move up 4 spots for me with their win over Mallard Creek.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 is A.L. Brown with their win over J.M. Robinson. They move up a spot.
Mm-hmm.
And for the first time, number 1 in the best of last, Charlotte Catholic. With a big win over Olympic. They are at the top of the heap this week for me, which has been a very unstable spot.
Right. It's a very, very unstable spot. And I have those two flipped. I have A.L. Brown first and Catholic second. And as I was looking at this, I really thought, wow, 1 through 5, almost, if you do them head to heads, obviously we're picking who we think would win, but the reality is all 5 of those are probably toss-up games, and you shouldn't be surprised if one beats the other. Very tough, very tough situation. We don't have gaps like we've had in the past. We've had
this is
these
all
gaps.
compressed, I believe. I mean, you look. I mean, you even look 1 through 8. If all those teams are healthy, which we've been dealing with injuries for almost every team here, so you know that throws a monkey wrench in it too, because you try to look at these teams at their current situation, but you know, if certain teams were healthy, they may beat other teams.
Right.
But you know, right now, this thing is real tight. The advantage Catholic has, you look at the South MeCKa 8, the teams in the South MeCKa 8, every one of them has some kind of distinguished flaw,
Right.
or weakness.
Yes.
I mean, you look at South MeCKa, we know the quarterback's out. They just lost to West MeCKa. Look at Ardrey Kell, the issues they've had. You look at Providence, even though they're 3-0 in the conference, you know, they don't have much of a passing game.
Right.
So you've got something there with each team in that South MeCKa 8, which I think gives Catholic an edge here.
I agree.
A.L. Brown going through the MeCKa, if they get through that MeCKa undefeated, they'll be number 1.
Right.
I mean, that would be awesome.
Well, they've passed what many thought would be their biggest test, or one of their biggest tests, excuse me, which was Vance. They got Huff, and then of course they'll have Mallard Creek coming up.
Yeah.
And Huff, who is also third in mine, and you know, I'm sitting there thinking as well, you know, gosh, Huff has just knocked off what should have been the biggest chip, and then maybe the next one is Brown, and then they've got Vance at the very end of the season. But this Friday night, it's going to say a lot between Huff and Brown.
Oh yeah.
And it's real tough with those first 2, and I understand why you have Catholic where they are. And
we debated about that off camera.
So it's and my logic for Brown is I really do believe that their passing game, if those 2 play each other, and they good chance they will play each other.
They're both small 4A.
Exactly, both should be small 4A. So, and they both could be looking at number 1. So right now we think they're looking at number 1 seeds.
Yeah. They've got the track.
Exactly, and looking at, we'll talk about that in the playoff video. But you know, my thing is when we come home Friday night, we're probably going to be seeing some more mix-up, because this is just the last couple of weeks have really gotten
I mean, you got
nasty.
A.L. Brown and Huff this week. You got Mallard Creek and Vance this week. You got Catholic South MeCKa this week.
Yeah.
I mean, we got the top teams playing each other. This is going to be a heck of a week of football here. So get ready.
Exactly. This might actually be one of the best weeks of football. Exactly. If wanting to go to a game, it's going to be hard to, you know, if you're just a guy looking for games and not tied to any of these teams, you got a lot of games to choose from.
Exactly.
That are going to be good games.
Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know how we're wrong. Your opinions are appreciated and welcome.
Yep.
Like Dale says, post yours below.
That's right.
And let us know.
And we're going to hold the list. I want to hold the list a little while this week.
Okay.
Make people watch the video.
All right.
Thank you.